Hello, this is Dr. Aubrey Wallace, and this is the EOE report for this week, July 15th, 2024. Thanks for watching these and embodying your evolution with us. Last week, we were following the North Star, above the trees, hanging out, moving with get her done sort of energy towards straight on till morning. So there was a feeling there of, make your wish, fly your way to Never Never Land, essentially, by following that star. I hope you were able to get her done. This week, we have a completely different energy. So if we were going up last week, we're coming back down to earth this week. This week had a chakra 1 focus. So that's about grounding, anchoring into your roots, feeling your ancestors, sometimes in this first chakra focus, being on the planet, right? Anchoring in. And we had an entire ground on the map. So this map, the most important thing that came through with this, you can see a huge root system growing underneath the earth. But the most important thing on a map, when you have a cutoff on a map, it means that this cutoff from here up is what we're actually conscious of. So right now, our reality kind of feels like this red part with one little branch or one little sprout coming up with one little tiny leaf coming off. So there's just the beginning of a sprouting of community is the color for that community. Your heart community is starting to show and sprout. So pay attention. This is what you'll experience this week, probably on the conscious level. The root and in. Root is the purple here. So this is where the change has been and coming the whole time. And the inside is where you're going to feel the reality of that. These are the roots that have contributed to that sprout coming in. First layer down, if you go down into the earth here, we have the layer of just being grounded, anchored in the ground. Then there's a layer of unconditional love. Then a surrender to grace layer. Then we have this huge network of mycelium. And at the base, we have resilience of the heart. Okay. These roots are using all of these layers to feed into. So they're coming through the reality layer. They're coming through the grounding layer. They're kind of coming through that unconditional love. And this is where we start to see them be nourished. We have all sorts of colors here. We have 4 different main roots, okay, that are all contributing to this. The main ones are, this is the color of demanding of the sacred. So the sacred is the biggest root, it looks like, coming down in the right side of the masculine side. And it has branches off of what Feisty Love in Action and Grounded in Vision. So it feels like the most massive section of roots here bringing us our vision is this demanding of the sacred process. The feminine side on this is remembrance. This is like, what were you coming here to do? What are you born to do here? And that one's primarily, that one hasn't quite met the resilience level, but is being fed by this huge network of mycelium. You have like 3 or 4 different types of mycelium network in there. You've got health, and then this one, this big one here is just energy, just pure chi or energy being fed, and a healing aspects coming in at the end. These middle 2 roots, we have just power, second chakra power coming in between the healing and the current of energy on the mycelium. And then the ancestors themselves, the real ancestor energies coming in to balance that out. So we have our ancestors remembering, balancing out with what we remember we're here to do. We have the power and the second chakra energies in the middle, and then that demanding of the sacred on the right. We also have some mycelium here in the color of intuition. And this one is canary yellow, which is the color of like what's wrong with the world, noticing what's wrong with the world. So I feel like the sacred has been trying to drive us to see what's wrong, what's been wrong with the world, getting resilient around that. What we are intuiting that here from the sacred is giving us, our vision for where we want to grow, and also how the boundaries and how to get there. Okay, so the sacred is really a lead root system on this map. And these other ones are here to help support. So this week, I hope you are able to anchor in, root in, feel your roots that you already have as you begin to sprout into that new community that's appearing above the surface right now. All right, have a good week. We'll see you next week.